Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. I hope you're looking forward to a squeaky bumps and you're looking forward to a normal Sunday for City. We don't want any hassles against Crystal Palace, even though it might not be as straightforward as it seems. That is my lineup as you can see on the screen. We'll just go through the lineup. I think Pep will play a false nine in this game. But before we discuss the lineup, I think the games with Crystal Palace, especially the last two seasons, even when we won the league, we dropped points at home to Crystal Palace, and even last season we dropped points at home to Crystal Palace. So actually, we lost in the season when we won the league in 2018-19 season to Crystal Palace at home. I still have those vivid memories about that game. City were leading 1-0 through Gundogan, and then Palace get a penalty, and Kyle Walker, I think he gets sent off or he gives a penalty, and we lose 3-1 to Palace. And then everyone says, there goes City's title challenge. And then we remarkably recover and win the title that season. Palace has always been, I would say, a bit of a thorn in City's flesh in the recent past. Never easy against Palace, and this encounter is I think the most difficult of the ones we have faced in the last 3, 4, 5 years, I think. And why is it difficult? I'll just come to it a bit later. First of all, let's look at the lineup. I think Pep will pretty much go with the false nine in this game. The reason being, Aguero is not fit, and he doesn't see anyone else who can fulfill that role of an out-and-out striker. Yes, there is no Raheem Sterling in this lineup. That might be stunning for you, but I think all of those players which I have put in the forward line, those 5 players, none of them deserves to be dropped. All of them have been in top form. Maybe you can put a case for Gabriel Jesus. Would I play Raheem Sterling against the physical centre backs of Crystal Palace, against people like Tompkins, Cheick Kouyaté? I don't think. I think Jesus, gives more than Sterling, especially in terms of dropping back in that central role, that work rate and all. And Sterling's form has also not been that good. And you know that a player's form is not that good when Pep Guardiola praises you at the press conference, when he backs you and says, no, we couldn't have done things in the last 2-3 seasons without Sterling and all of those things. Because when Foden plays well, Pep always says there is so much to improve. When De Bruyne plays well, he says there is another level for De Bruyne to go to where he can sit with Messi and Ronaldo. So when a player is not playing well, that is when Pep praises. So looking at the press conference this week, I do think that Raheem Sterling will not play this game. I'll be very surprised if Raheem Sterling starts in this game. I'll be stunned actually if Raheem Sterling starts in this game, because whom will you drop? Foden at the left, fantastic. Foden at the left. Just a word about Foden. The way he has been maintaining the width since Leroy Sané has gone, I have not seen anyone maintaining the width so well. He's almost hugging the touchline, but also he knows the moments when he has to go back and cover for his full back, cut inside. The way he interchanges positions in that fluid front three in the false nine system, the way he maintains width. When De Bruyne and Gundogan are on the ball, there is always an outlet on the left to go to. Foden is always hugging the touchline. That people say Foden has made the difference. Foden follows the instructions of Pep exactly. That is why he has made the difference. You see Riyad Mahrez, I think 2 games back, Mahrez, he's cutting inside, he's coming on to the left wing, and he's dropping into the midfield. He seems to have a look of a player who's frustrated at not getting the ball much. He is not maintaining the discipline that much. And you look at Phil Foden hugging the touchline, interchanging exactly, does his defensive work, drops into the midfield sometimes. Excellent finishing. Foden's finish against Brighton was much difficult than Mahrez's finish. Mahrez onto that left foot, opened up the angle. Even in his dreams, he will score that goal. There's no doubt about it. Even in Pep Guardiola's worst nightmare, Mahrez scores that goal. But then he puts it wide, not narrowly wide, he puts it a lot wide. And if Brighton had scored in that match and we drew level with Brighton, it would have been a different talk. People would say Mahrez is wasteful in front of goal. Even now I say Mahrez is wasteful in front of goal. There was an article I was reading on goal.com on Mahrez, and they were writing, I don't remember the name of the author, but they were writing that Mahrez was unpredictable, but now he has become unplayable. He has become unplayable in the team. I don't understand why Mahrez deserves to be starting. He's missing chances which we cannot afford to miss. Yes, against Brighton maybe it didn't cost us, but in bigger games it might cost us. So Phil Foden has been excellent. I would say there's no way Pep is dropping him. Bernardo Silva has been excellent as well. His running, his work rate, the way he's cutting inside, the confidence with which he's taking the shots. Against Birmingham City in the FA Cup, Bernardo Silva scored a goal. Against Brighton, he hit the post. He manipulated the ball so well. He shifted the ball so well from his right to left and then hit the post in a tight area. He turned excellently. Wow. Bernardo Silva is back to his best. That season, that 2018-19 season when we won the league, if you all remember, Kevin De Bruyne was there. Kevin De Bruyne was injured for large parts of the season, and people said, who will help City chase down Liverpool? It was Bernardo Silva. He was a colossus in that game. He was magnificent. He was excellent. And I see the shades of that season returning back in Bernardo Silva. So Bernardo Silva deserves to start and should start. Again, Bernardo Silva is someone who hacks the touchline, who does his defensive work very well. And I know I'm talking a lot about the defensive work in this match, and I'll tell you in a while why I'm emphasizing so much on the defensive work. We'll go into the key battles after I go through the formation, and then you'll understand why this match is going to be one of the most sternest tests that City's defense will face. City's defense hasn't faced such a test since the beginning of the season. This City's defense is the best in Europe across the top 5 leagues, best in the world. That means effectively. And this kind of a test we haven't faced at all season. Not in Europe, not in the Champions League, and not in the league. Not against United as well. Well, United carry fridges in defense. An 80 million fridge. What will you face a test against them? So in the midfield, I would say Gundogan is Gabriel Jesus because of his work rate and all is perfect for the false 9 system. I just hope that is very effective and sharp in front of goal. That's the only hope. City have been wasteful in front of goal. I don't understand how can we score more goals when we are creating chances. Everyone's doing the work, but you don't finish the moves of Mahrez, Jesus, Sterling, missing easy chances. And the midfield, I think, picks itself. Gundogan and De Bruyne are excellent. Gundogan has been the reason for City's resurgence. Against Chelsea, first 10 minutes, we were dominated by Chelsea. De Bruyne misses that chance and then something clicked. Gundogan goes forward. It's like Gundogan is like the spark plug for the team always. If you look at it, he catches the ball, he ignites it. Once Gundogan has the ball, City's front three exchange fluidly. It's like Gundogan plays little 1-2s, he turns. It's like, wow, the play just becomes so fast. It's so fascinating to watch Gundogan play. So Gundogan is the one who just increases the tempo of the game, just how David Silva used to do. That's why I think more than Phil Foden, Gundogan is the one who for me looks closer to David Silva. But Phil Foden has a lot more time to improve as well. But then De Bruyne, I mean, there's no question, he's the best midfielder in the world right now, and he's been in excellent form as well. Being the best in the world doesn't guarantee you a place in this City team under Pep. Let's get it clear. So De Bruyne has been in excellent form, not put a foot wrong. Just his finishing, I would say. But then people say that De Bruyne's finishing has been lackluster. But against Brighton, I think that his the angles both of them were tight angles and well saved by the keeper. I mean, De Bruyne, yes, at his best he hits them hard, he hits them low, but then he tried his best. That's what I would think. And in terms of creating the chances and all, De Bruyne's balls are always spot on as usual. They're excellent. Just in front of goal, I have that one thing, one complaint about De Bruyne, that he needs to be more prolific. Hope that he finds his goal scoring touch back. Well, that's not his primary job, so we shouldn't moan about it that much. Now this might be a bit controversial again, just like the Sterling one. Fernandinho for Rodri. Crystal Palace midfield is like so mobile. They have fast forwards. You have Zaha, you have Eze, you have Townsend, you have Miljojevic. So I think this Palace strategy will be simple in this game. Sit back and hit City on the counter. So when a team has such a mindset with so many pacey players, I think it's important to have a person who's more mobile, to have a CDM who knows when to bring the opposition players down, when to break the play, and all of those things. So I think Fernandinho is the best fit for this game. I think the centre backs pick themselves, Diaz and Stones. They've been pretty much the excellent pairing in Europe, I would say. What are the challenges they would face in this game? We'll come back to that in a while. Walker picks himself in this game as well. There's no doubt. Eze is on that side, so Walker picks himself. Ederson picks himself. Now on the left wing, if Pep picks Zinchenko, wow. I would be stunned. I would be really stunned, because Townsend plays on that side. The pace of Townsend, very direct, and Zinchenko, he will be afraid to step on that pitch the next time. That's how badly Zinchenko will be roasted. It might just be a scar that Zinchenko might never be able to shake off in his entire career. So it's picking Zinchenko in this game is almost like picking Zinchenko in front for the Liverpool game in front of Salah. So I think, would I play Cancelo? Would I play Benjamin Mendy? If you ask me, I would play Cancelo, because I have no trust on Mendy whatsoever. Defensive wise, even attacking wise as well. He does silly mistakes, silly moments of loss of concentration. Even attacking wise as well, his crosses are not spot on, and Mendy needs more game time in the FA Cup and other games before he can make a comeback into the City sides. And how do you remove Cancelo? He's been excellent again. And also I think another thing which will be important is the defensive qualities of Cancelo. I do think that Cancelo is a far better defender than Benjamin Mendy. His tackles, his interceptions are excellent, I would say. Fantastic. He tracks back well, and then he joins into the midfield. He's so good on the ball. He joins in the midfield and he allows Pep to play that inverted fullback on one side, and Walker can provide the width on the other, which means that Foden can cut inside on the left side, and Cancelo will be in the midfield, and Bernardo Silva can cut inside, and Walker can provide the width. Foden can provide the width on the left side, and Walker can provide the width on the right side, with Bernardo cutting in and Foden providing the width. So I think I think this is the defense which Pep should go with, actually, because playing Zinchenko or Mendy just means that Pep is just shooting on his own foot. The strike force of Palace is so fierce, I would say. It gives me scary nightmares thinking about how Zinchenko or Mendy would deal with it, actually. Let's look at the key battles now. What City would face. The first key battle here is, Palace generally they line up in a 4-4-2 formation. That's what they have been lining up, unless Roy Hodgson has a change in mind and does something else. So which means that in this 4-4-2, interesting, the curious thing for me about this formation is Benteke and Zaha are playing as forwards, and you have Eze on one wing, and you have Townsend on the other wing. So which means that all of the four cities defenders today are occupied against incredibly skilled, incredibly fast physical forwards. Each of the forward of Crystal Palace today will pose a different question to City's defenders. So it's simple. Today's challenges are more about City's defense versus Palace attack. The first is Diaz versus Benteke, as you can see on the screen. I think this is a perfect match. Both are physical forwards. Both don't have as much pace. I mean Diaz has more pace than people like people like Harry Maguire and all of that. But Diaz is not the fastest, but Diaz is the most physical. The same with Christian Benteke as well. He's one of the most physical forwards in the Premier League, and I don't think Diaz has faced a physical forward like Benteke till now. And also another interesting thing about this is I don't think in any of the matches City have faced a 4-4-2 formation with one forward being extremely pacey and another forward being extremely physical. I don't think that has happened this season. City have always been faced with a 4-3-3. Against United also always played a 4-3-3. So it's always been the two central defenders almost having a single striker to mark. But here the two central defenders, Stones and Diaz, have two different kind of forwards to mark. One is extremely physical and the other is extremely pacey. So I mean, today will be a test of how well Ruben Diaz has adjusted to the physicality of the game, how well he responds to having a physical tussle with a really physical striker. Now let's imagine Benteke gets one early on Diaz. He wins the header with Diaz, or he's very physical with Diaz and he brings Diaz down and no foul given by the referee. What will be Diaz's mindset? What will be Diaz's mindset when he loses the first 1-2 challenges battle against Benteke in competing for the ball? Does he have the character to again, okay, I'll go again. Does he have it in him? All of this we'll know. And also set pieces. I'm really scared about the set pieces which Palace can put in against City. Especially they have Kouyaté, they have Christian Benteke, they have Tompkins. Like, they have really good headers of the ball. So I just hope that City concede as fewer set pieces as possible. But still, even on set pieces, this will be a test of Ruben Diaz's leadership skills as well. How will he arrange City's defense? Whom will he mark? What will be his organizational skills? When he sees someone like Eze or Zaha skin past Stones or Walker or Cancelo, what will be his reaction? How will he fill that entire defense with confidence? This is a test of Diaz's leadership skills as well today. It will be an intriguing physical battle with Christian Benteke. Really looking forward to this. Now this for me is the most curious battle of all. Andros Townsend is a very direct, very pacey winger. Yes, in the lineup which I discussed with you earlier, I've shown you Cancelo. I'll put Cancelo there, but I have a doubt. Even Pep would be having this doubt in his mind. I'm sure he would be thinking, should I put Mendy here or should I put Cancelo here? Because Pep will expect Palace to sit back, Palace not to open up. So Cancelo playing on the left side, you lose a bit of attacking sense from him. But Mendy, a left-footed player, Pep might think Mendy will put in crosses with his left foot. I mean, that is if Mendy remembers if he even has a left foot or not. He's been just down with injuries for I think 2.5 years. I don't know how much of a touch Mendy is in, whether he even remembers which foot he plays football with. So Pep would have it in his mind, who is better for me to break down Palace, but Mendy or Cancelo, and the answer will be Mendy. But I would think it of this in a different way. Who would be better defensively for me? That is what Pep should think. And it is Cancelo, no doubt. Townsend is direct, and today no one will help the fullback as well. Yes, Foden can track back, that is there, but Diaz will not come down to the other side to help, because Diaz has to deal with Benteke. John Stones has to deal with John Stones has to deal with Zaha. That is an other intriguing battle. I will not be surprised if Pep plays with inverted fullbacks today, just to prevent City's counter. Both the fullbacks, Walker and Cancelo, tucking in when City are in possession of the ball. That would not surprise me at all. But I think Pep will just do little this and little that. What I mean by that is Pep will, on the right side, on Walker's side, Pep will allow Walker to maintain the width with Bernardo Silva cutting in. And on the left side, I think Pep will tell Foden to maintain the width, and thus allowing, Cancelo and the midfielders to make runs on that side. Pep will look to create, a 2v1 on the left side, on Foden's side, thus occupying Townsend and thus occupying the Crystal Palace fullback. So this will be another interesting battle, and this is going to decide whether City. This battle is going to decide whether City will concede today on the counter or not. Because across the entire defense, I see this as one of our main links. There are two main links. There are two weak links across the entire defense, and this is one of the weak links. I would say the Andros Townsend against Cancelo or Mendy. If Mendy plays, I think you may as well just tell Townsend to have a free run on him and hit a goal. I have no confidence whatsoever on Mendy in his defensive abilities. Now the next battle, this is an interesting one, because Walker against Zaha, the last 2, 3, 4 seasons, Walker has had Zaha in his pocket. But now Walker will be a bit surprised, because he will not have to face Zaha today. He will have to face a little bit more tricky winger in Eze. I think Eze is a little bit more slippery than Zaha. He goes well both on the inside and outside. So Walker today will have to use his entire physicality against Eze. I mean, Walker had Zaha in his pocket the last 2-3 seasons, so much that Zaha even switched the wing. He got frustrated. I think it was last season. Zaha got frustrated and even switched the wing after half time. So I think Pep will really expect Walker to maintain that sort of same physical gameplay, pacey gameplay against Eze as well. Just show him early on who's the boss. Just give him some shoulder to shoulder barges. One of my great memories of Walker's battle with Zaha is Walker, like, shoulder to shoulder. He just pushes Zaha so hard that Zaha just goes on and just rolls out of play. Not the ball, but Zaha rolls out of play. Well, it's not a foul. It's just both of them showing their strength. So that is how lethal Walker can be when he's at his best defensively. But the only concern is, for me, Walker has recovered from COVID, I think just a week back. So how will his physical condition be? That is a question for me. That is a big question for me. How Walker will deal with the physicality in this game. He'll have to be really physical, but it remains to be seen what is his condition today. Now the next important battle is, this is one of the battles I'm really concerned about. And just going back to that Walker thing, I would say that this I was just thinking about something which I forgot. I think this side is one of the strongest links of City's defense today. Walker against whoever plays on this side. If suddenly Hodgson decides to play Zaha against Walker, I don't care. This is one of the strongest battles. Walker is one of the best defenders. No, I wouldn't say Diaz against Benteke. It can be 50-50, the physical one. But I have no doubt whatsoever in this battle that Walker will come out on top in this battle. The physicality, the experience he has at this level, he's at his prime. He's playing at his best in the last 3-4 seasons. Walker is in top shape. There is no doubt. Yes, Eze is in is in the form of his life since he has started in the Premier League, I think. But then Walker is at world class level. That's what I would say. People say Trent is at world class level, and Wan-Bissaka is at world class level. I would say Walker is now at the present moment. Walker is the best right back in the Premier League. Whatever you might say, because on the balance of both offensively and defensively, Walker is really good. The way he just gives the ball and goes with his pace and plays those 1-2s, the way he just goes into the box, he picks those moments when to go into the box, that awareness of the game, all of these things. Walker is the best fullback in the league for me. I mean, best right-sided fullback in the league for me, no questions asked. United fans may say Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Liverpool fans may say Trent Alexander-Arnold, Leicester fans may say some Castagna. I have no question in mind on the balance of both offensively and defensively. Walker is the best. Now this is the battle I'm really worried about. This is, I've told you earlier that there are two weak links in the City's defense. This is the second weak link. Zaha against John Stones. Now John Stones doesn't possess the pace to challenge Zaha. Is Zaha too physical? No, Zaha is not too physical. That will not be a side of the game he would have to use today. How will John Stones keep up with the pace of Zaha? I mean, it by no means that you will have to possess pace to be a great defender. John Terry, no pace, great defender. Vidic, no pace, great defender. There have been many great defenders without much pace. So the thing here is the positional sense. How will John Stones, maintain his awareness of the game, his positional sense? When will he pick up the moments, to step into the midfield sometimes? When the opposition is back in a low compact block, John Stones goes and joins into the midfield. When will he step out? What will be his starting position? How much will City push up? The offside line, holding that offside trap is going to be really, really crucial today. So all of these things, I mean, this battle is going to hinge on the positional sense of John Stones, his reading of the game. Again, John Stones has had a great resurrection. I remember in the summer transfer window, I was talking about John Stones, and I was telling that if John Stones cannot find his form at City, not find his form, if John Stones cannot recover from whatever he has been going through and find his form at City, I was telling that it's important that John Stones goes out to a Newcastle or somewhere and looks to grow, because this man has so much talent, but talent and ability is nothing if you can't have the personality and character to do it day in and day out. Talent opens the first door, as John Stones has just realized. Other than that, you have to be determined, you have to work hard every day and all of that. So I was concerned that this might be the end of John Stones as a person, as a footballer as well, but no, this season he has come back very strong, just to the surprise of everyone. He has put Aymeric Laporte on the bench, which no one has thought of. Even in the wildest nightmares, no one would have thought of Aymeric Laporte sitting on the bench. He's the best defender. I still believe he's the best defender after Van Dijk in the league. He's the best left-footed centre back in the world. So this game will be another test of how much John Stones has improved. Yes, he has shown us in all of the last games. But then this game, it's a different sort of a test for John Stones. It's a sort of a test where he will not have a Ruben Diaz or he'll not have a Kyle Walker to help him with. It is a test where he's on his own, because all four of City's backline today will be occupied, so he's on his own. Basically, he is 1v1 with at least the fullbacks. The wingers will help, City's wingers will help, and it's okay, you can complement each other. But John Stones today will almost be 1v1 with Zaha. The trickery, the pace, this game will show us how much John Stones has grown as a person, as a defender. Is it truly the resurrection of John Stones? This game will show whether Aymeric Laporte will be coming back after injury straight into the team or not. Because this is the class of forwards. These are the tactics and these are the skill levels which City will face in Europe in the Champions League. Forwards who are extremely skilled. Zaha is a elite level, highly skilled forward. He is at Crystal Palace. That doesn't take it away from Zaha. So this will be a big challenge for John Stones today. It will be a test of how much he has grown as a person, how much his understanding of the game has grown. And also today, if suppose Zaha beats him in the first 10-15 minutes and Ederson saves a one-on-one, what will John Stones' mindset be? Will he become fragile and will he drop off? Or will he have it in him to say, will he have that strong personality in him? Okay, fine, once I've lost, it doesn't mean that I give up trying. I go second time, I put in the challenge against Zaha. I go the third time, I don't give up even though Zaha beats me one-on-one. That sort of personality, if John Stones can have, he's ready. This will be the centre back pairing for us in Europe, because in Europe you're facing Lionel Messi and you can't think that okay, you'll not be beaten. You will be beaten, but then if you are beaten when you fall down in game, do you have it in you? Are you fragile? Would you be would you have that mindset that, oh, I've lost the first battle against the striker, now nothing can happen? Or okay, I've lost the first, the second one I'll try now, the third one I'll try now. Do you have that mindset? Because you'll be up against, in the Champions League, you'll be up against Lewandowski, you'll be up against Lionel Messi, you'll be up against all the top class forwards, Cristiano Ronaldo. What will you do when you get beaten? So that is what John Stones should develop, that strong personality. Because in the past, we have seen John Stones, have very good form, but then he has a bad game, he's fragile, he's down, he goes down. And then he takes a lot of time to come back. Sometimes he's not even able to make that comeback in the same season as well. That's how fragile he can be. So it is a test. The test of a football player is not when he's playing well. When he's playing well, just as in life, when things are going well for you always, it's fine. Anyone can live a life like that when everything is happening as you think of. Your business is running well, for example, or you're having a good job, or if you're a footballer, you're playing a good game and luck is on your side, a bit of luck, and everything is going well for you. Everyone can lead a life. But then, what would you do when things are not going well? What would you do, for example, your business is not going well? What would you do if there's extra pressure in your job? What would you do, for example, a very important goal, a very important match, and the ball deflects off you and goes inside goal? What would you do when you miss a penalty and your team doesn't make the Champions League semi-finals because of that? Do you have the personality within you to come up? That is what John Stones should do to go to the next level, to join that elite level of defenders. That's what Ruben Diaz does, West Brom, he scores a own goal and City drop 2 points. No, I haven't seen a shade of it affecting him. The next match is even more aggressive. He's even more, going for the balls. He's making blocks with even more of a greater conviction. That is what John Stones should idealize and look forward to. Now, these are the four more major challenges. Just like I said, four attackers of Palace against four defenders of City. It's just gonna be a straight shootout. How well we defend against Palace when we don't have the ball, when we are out of possession. The way I have said, it might seem that all of them will be isolated 1v1. I have told you the worst case scenarios here, because Palace will be looking to hit City on fast transitions. You can't, Palace is not a team which will pass from side to side and then string a bit of triangles, lovely triangles, passes, and then send the ball forward. No, fast transitions, 1, 2, 3. That's why I have put all of these 4 1v1 battles. How good are we in fast transitions? It's not just this game. It's Pep will not just be looking at this game and be thinking, okay, if we don't do well in this game, that's the end of it all. No, but then what Pep will be thinking of is a longer picture. Is a far greater picture. In the Champions League, how did we get eliminated against Lyon? Fast transitions were not good enough. How did we get eliminated against Spurs the 2 seasons before? Fast transitions. Heung-min Son has scored 2-3 goals in the 2 legs. Fast transitions, counter attack. Before that, Monaco, we took a 5-3 lead into the second leg and fast transitions. Within 10-15 minutes, we froze in fear. We froze in fear, thinking what would happen if we are defeated. So Pep would look at all of those things, and he'll keep that picture in his mind and think, is my team ready for the Champions League? You know why Pep has become a bit defensive, why Pep is playing with two pivots sometimes in a few games. Yes, Gundogan can drop down as a pivot when City don't have the ball, but then why is he playing as why is he playing with two pivots? Because he's building in for the Champions League. He's looking forward to the Champions League, to the knockouts of the Champions League. Because teams in Champions League, they hit you really fast on the break, fast on transitions. So Pep thinks that he needs that defensive solidity. He can't repeat the same mistakes that he has done with his adamant approach in the last 3 seasons. And also that's the reason why City's goals have dried down. But then another thing is, it doesn't mean that City are not creating many chances. City are in fact creating chances. It's just that we are not being clinical enough. Now you might ask, why in the last few seasons have we not, have we scored more goals then? City are creating good chances. This season, if we are creating 5 chances, last season we were creating 10 chances. And why are we creating 5 chances this season? Because we are a little bit more compact. When City lose the ball, all of the players are sprinting back, excellent work rate. We defend in that 4-4-2 shape, very compact shape. So that is the reason. All the players have the Pep has instilled that defensive mindset in all of the players. If any of the player doesn't follow, he's out. He's hooked off. So that is it's not that we are not creating chances. It's that we are not being clinical enough. We are not taking the chances. Against United, it was a 0-0 draw. I thought City should have won it 2-0. 2 very good chances. Again, Mahrez, one-on-one with De Gea on an angle on the left foot. Should score. I don't care even if there is no angle. Mahrez on his left foot should score, should test the keeper. He blazes over the bar in that match against United. And then Raheem Sterling misses an easy chance. These are the things, Pep is really concerned about. Because in one of the interviews, I think 2 seasons ago, when an interviewer asked Pep, is this City team ready to win the Champions League? He said no. Why? Because the strikers in the Champions League, they're ruthless. They're ruthless animals. They score one chance, they score a goal. But here, Sterling against United 0-0. That might be a title-defining match. You never know. Sterling one-on-one misses. Mahrez one-on-one misses. So this season we have been creating chances. Against Brighton, we have created 5 chances. De Bruyne misses 2 one-on-ones. Sterling, as always, misses a penalty. I had Sterling in my fantasy team. He literally came in at the end, and he has given me -1 points. He played for 2 minutes and I got a score of -1 because of Sterling. That's how much Sterling is impacting everybody. So it's important that our strikers remain ruthless. It is important that we take all our chances what come our way. So this season we have been creating chances. It's just that we are not taking them. And people might think Aguero is the reason. Aguero is not there, but no, that's not the reason. At this level, one-on-ones, you'll have to at least test the keeper. You can't just give any excuse. Mahrez is one of the best wingers, is in the top 2-3 wingers in the league according to me, but then one-on-one chance he misses. So just a bit of transfer news, just a bit of an update. Talks. There is news that Aguero is in talks with City to extend his contract to 1 year. But the only thing here is City are asking him to take a pay cut of half his salary. I think he's being paid. He's one of the highest payers at City, £300,000. City are asking him to take, I think, £150,000. And also another interesting piece of news surrounding City is that City are also said to be in for Lukaku in search of a successor for Aguero. The City are said to have drawn up a short list of 3 names. One is Erling Haaland, other is Romelu Lukaku, and other is the striker of Benfica. I just don't seem to remember his name. But I really wish that City go for either of these 2 players. City go for either Erling Haaland or Lautaro Martinez. I think those are the 2 players which which City should really look to go for, because whenever I see Lautaro Martinez play, it's like he reminds me of Sergio Aguero. That's not because he's just Argentine, but left foot, right foot, header, his work rate, he'll be a perfect Pep Guardiola forward. He's a Sergio Aguero with great work rate. That's what I would say, because doing the Haaland deal, I think depends on whether Mbappe will go to Real Madrid or not. And I do know, I never wanted Mbappe at City, because Mbappe also misses chances, just like we have seen in the Champions League final. Haaland doesn't seem to miss any chances. Lautaro Martinez is very sharp. So either of one of these two strikers, that's what I would want. I would want at City. And just let me know in the comments below, what is your prediction for this match. I would go with a 3-0 win for Man City. 3-0 or at least a 3-0 win or more goals, and I would go with the fact that City don't concede in this match as well. We will maintain our prolific defensive record. Again, there are many intricacies in this match. It remains to be seen who plays at left back. It remains to be seen who plays at CDM. Does Pep go with both Fernandinho and Rodri for this match? Does Pep actually go with a false nine or not? There are lot of things in this match. Or does Pep put Kyle Walker in the centre back position just to cover for Zaha, and does he play Cancel on the right and Mendy on the left? There are a lot of intricacies in this match. There are a lot of intricate battles in this match. So it will be very interesting to see how this match goes. My prediction is 3-0. And also, before I leave, just a little bit of talk about the title challenge. There's been a lot of hype. I would not say hype, but there's a lot of bringing it up. About United, that United are finally ready. How everyone has been wrong about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. United is finally ready. They'll stay at the top. They are the front runners for the title this season, and all of that. And in all of these things, there's not much news about City, and it's good actually. We are sitting at the back, but deep down, Ole is very concerned. Deep down, United fans are very concerned. They are having a look on the table, whom City has to play. They have a look at City's next 6 fixtures, and they're thinking, where will City drop points? Because they were hoping that City drop points against Chelsea, or City drop points against Brighton, because Brighton play that passing football, tiki-taka football in a way. But no, City, it's just like City have turned on a new leaf after Chelsea. We have been really fast, fluid interchange. Even before that as well, we have not been scoring goals. Against Southampton, for example, we have nicked a 1-0 win against Southampton. It's before City's match, Southampton have scored in all of their previous 10 matches or something. So this season, if City are leading 1-0 going into the last 15 minutes, 10 minutes, I'm not that concerned, because I have trust that we have a good enough backline, we have a good enough defense, to maintain the clean sheet. In the earlier seasons, City 1-0 last 10 minutes. There's no way that the game is gonna end 1-0. Either City will score another goal, but the opposition is definitely gonna score. So regarding the talk of a title challenge, I still think that we are just in January, and I think by the mid of February it will be really clear who is in for title challenge and who are the ones we are competing against, and who are the ones who are setting the marker. Because it's not halfway in the season. Just remember that the season started late, so halfway in the season will be mid February, and we'll know which teams have dropped off by then, and which teams are in top gear, in top form. So we'll know all of that. So I'm telling myself that it is too early actually to talk about a title race, and telling this team, because Chelsea was in a title race a month or two ago, then Spurs were in a title race before that. Now United are in the title race, and now they will say Liverpool in the title race. If Liverpool beat United now, then they will say City, then they will say someone else. So does it mean that every week the title race changes? No. And I'm very happy for City to be chasing. We are prolific chasers. We have experience of both. We can be the front runners, because one season we have been the front runners and won the title. One season we have chased Liverpool. I think in the 2018-19 season we have chased Liverpool, and also we were the front runners that season, and we won the title. So I think City have that experience going into this title race. Even if the title race becomes very grueling, I trust that we have that experience. Pep has that experience, has done it before. The players here have that experience. They will not panic. Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, almost everyone. Ruben Diaz has that experience. Title races. He has won the Nations Cup with Portugal. So people have experience here. People are seasoned internationals in this team. They know how to go for the title. Unlike for example, in a United team, how many players have the experience? Just a Pogba, for example. In a Liverpool team, yes, they have won the title once. Klopp has experience, but other than that one time, I don't think they have much experience. You look at the City's team, we have people who have won the Premier League twice, even thrice sometimes. People who have seen all kinds of grueling title races. So it's going to be very interesting. And if you ask me how many points, I think this season people are saying 73 points can win you the league, but I think it might take 81, 82 points to win the league. I think more than 80 points at least, but it will not be in the 90s, at least in the 80s, I would say, unless a team just gathers momentum, gathers team and just races away with everything. It's just gonna be late 70s or just early 80s. My prediction is 82, 83 points will win the league this season. Anything above 82, 83 points. And today's match prediction is 3-0 for me. Do comment it out below. What is your prediction for today's match? And also, whom would you play at left back? Would you play Cancelo, or would you play Zinchenko, or would you play Mendy? And also at centre back, would you leave Stones against Zaha, or would you play Walker there and put Cancelo on the right back and Mendy on the left back? Just let me know. Comment it out below and let me know. I hope that you have all enjoyed this video. Just click on the like button if you have enjoyed this video, and also do subscribe to the channel. We'll be coming back after the match for the review of the match as well. Have a nice day, everyone, and hope that City has a really nice game, a nice evening, and we can have a really nice Sunday night.